is time for a net worth update. I used to do these monthly, but it gets kind of boring because not a whole lot changes month to month. However, I've gotten lots of requests from you, so I am now doing my net worth quarterly. So here is my quarterly net worth update for 2025. Hey there, I'm Brittany Flammer. I'm a certified financial coach and the creator of Financial Fitness. I'll go ahead and give you a breakdown of our current net worth and show you the changes from last quarter to this quarter. Starting with assets, I like to start with our cash assets. This is money that is either in cash or in things that can easily turn to cash, like checking, savings accounts. Our total cash assets are a little bit over $50,000. Now, if you look at my spreadsheet, you can see our checking accounts about the same. Our savings has gone up a little bit. These are just sinking funds, so I'm putting money into them every month until we use it. My business money has gone way down because each month when I make money, I set aside some money for taxes. And it is now April, so I've moved out all of that money for taxes. Our online savings accounts have gone way up. My husband got a bonus. All of the money I've been earning the last several months over the winter, all of my business income, we've been putting into an online savings account so that we can have that money for major house renovations. Also, all of that money I had set aside for taxes, we ended up getting a refund. So that money I had set aside, I've transferred to our online savings for those house projects. If you are a small business and want some help with an accountant, we used this year Badu Tax Services, had a great experience. They have helped me set up and plan for my taxes for this coming year. If you're interested, I'll put a link to their website in the description box below. They were very helpful, got us a much larger refund than if I had done them on my own. Next up for our assets are investments, and we have almost $243,000 in investments. Now, we recently moved a lot of our investments. We had been working with the financial planner locally. He was great, but there were so many fees associated with it, and we pay a high percentage to him. So I ended up finding on Nectarine, I found a certified financial planner that will let us pay for just a visit. So we paid an upfront fee, I think it was $150 or $175, to meet with her. She gave us suggestions, counsel, and helped us to move our stuff from this from this certified financial planner into investments that we are handling on our own. Our fee is now 0.12%. I'm a big fan. We use Nectarine. I think Sarah was the name. I'll look up the name of the financial planner that I use, but there are a bunch of them on that website that all work the same way. So you pay them up front, but then they don't take any 1 or 2% commission or percentage of your investment. So in the long run, it's a great way to go. Highly recommend it. So our mutual funds have gone down to zero because these were non-retirement in a brokerage account that we moved over. But when we were transferring all these funds, I had to go over here to create all of the accounts, and I didn't create a non-retirement one. So all of our other investments got transferred. The mutual funds just got sold and given to us in cash, which is annoying. It was my mistake. We'll have to pay capital gains on that, but it's a small amount. We'll deal with that next year. Our Roth IRAs have gone up a little bit, but we personally are contributing 10% of our gross pay into them. So the market's really gone down. We have put more into it than the value has gone down. So they've gone up a tiny bit. Our IRA, this is a rollover from a previous employer, so we're not currently contributing to it. So you can see it has gone down because that's what the market's doing right now. It's going down, and it has been for a little while. But that doesn't stress me out. We don't do anything differently. We're not selling any of our investments. That's like the worst thing you can do when the market's going down. We're just continually investing every single month because eventually it will turn around and we'll have lots of growth. Our other 401k has gone up as well, but once again, our employer is contributing 10% of our gross pay into this. So we're having a lot of contribution going in, even though the stock market's going down, our value's gone up. And our 529 has gone up. This is 529 for our kids. When we have a windfall, we'll put a little bit in there. We're not contributing it to it monthly, but our kids, whenever they make any money, 10% we have them donate, 20% we have them put into savings. We've just been putting it in an online savings account for them, and once in a while we'll deposit it into their 529. So we just deposited a bunch of their money in for them from the past year, so it's gone up because we've contributed to it. Next up, our physical assets at almost $700,000. This is our largest group of assets because we include our home in it. I know there's a lot of controversy over whether or not you should include the value of your home, because when you retire, you can't eat your home, you still have to live there. But then some people argue you can sell your home and buy a smaller one. I am including it simply because when I started tracking our net worth, we included the value of it. If I were to go back, I probably would include our home, but just the value of what we paid for it. I would just keep it at that. Every month, the value of our home would just be what we paid, the purchase price. Because you don't have a whole lot of control over the value of your home. I track it with the value of our home, but I also subtract the value of our home, so I keep track of both. I'll show you that a little bit later without the value of our home. But our home has gone up in value a little bit since last quarter. The other assets we include are our cars, just because they're a large expense. So I want to track them. They've all gone down a little bit in value. Their cars, they depreciate. That's what they do. So our total assets are almost $975,000. Now it is time for our liabilities or our debts. Total liabilities add up to just over $111,000. Our largest one is our mortgage. We owe on our mortgage. That has gone down since last quarter because we've been making payments. We round up our mortgage payment to the nearest hundred, so we're paying a little bit extra every month, but we're not throwing a lot of money at it right now. We have our view on that has changed many times over the 4 years that we have owned it. Currently, we're just rounding up, so we're cutting off a few months of our mortgage. At some point, we might change that and try to pay it off sooner, but for now, we're not. Also, under debts, we have a couple of credit cards. We pay with our credit cards for everything that we can, get the cash back. We pay them off every month. So they're about the same as they were last quarter. They fluctuate a little bit month to month, but we're always paying them off, so we're not paying interest on them. So overall net worth, $862,000, and that is including the value of our home. That is up about $10,000 from last quarter. So even though the stock market has gone down, our net worth has gone up. If you don't want to count the value of our home, if I take that out, our net worth is just over $200,000, which is up $8,000 from last quarter. If you want help managing your finances, feel free to join my membership, Fit Finance Club, where we do live coaching calls every month, and I give you challenges to help you stay on top of your finances. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.